the representation that I had with two separate reputable law firms is very, very concerning, because it shows that citizens in Hillsborough County are not entitled to the protection of the law, at least in family law. It's something that's decided upon between the judges and the lawyers, what they're going to be willing to litigate. And for whatever reason, Mr. Davis, my ex's attorney, was able to push both of the law firms that represented me off of this singular objective I had, which was some basic financial discovery, even though both law firms told me that it was very straightforward what I was pursuing, especially given that my ex had requested more of me in terms of discovery than even what I was requiring of her. And it's even more bizarre in that my ex was always well aware of the assets that were in my name, while I had no information about where her paychecks for several years were going. And we're talking about a very significant sum of money that it's very reasonable that I have questions about that. So the court's handling of this is absolutely bizarre, unlawful, corrupt, and in these videos I intend to illustrate that. So in terms of my attorneys, after my first attorney at Harris, Hunt & Durr had the conversation with Mr. Davis, they came to me and said, we don't think that they're going to cooperate with anything. We're not sure we can help you. And then they stopped pursuing my objectives. I'll post my follow-up emails and my experience in terms of waiting weeks to get a motion and then getting a form motion where there was no actual legal work put into it. They had given up the fight to actually get the records. So I searched out a second attorney and hired the Cortez Hodge law firm. Vivian Hodge was my attorney, and she assured me she would get me what I needed before she confirmed representation. And Mr. Davis put off the conversation with her multiple times, part of his delay strategy. And ultimately, when he talked to her, Ms. Hodge had the same reaction that my first attorney, Gracie Smarkos at Harris, Hunt & Durr had, which was, they're not going to cooperate with anything and I can't help you. So I objected to her withdrawing, and I waived any attorney-client privilege, so she was free to say anything that she wanted about me, because I wanted to investigate these conversations with Mr. Davis. I'll explain more about how that went in the next video. It's crazy.